going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Single Soulmates, the Queen's Panel. We got some questions tonight and we got some answers tonight. And I think it's definitely going to be spicy. And I'm excited for this episode because the questions is off the chain. If you are a part of my membership channel, you guys already know what we're going to be talking about because I've already shown you guys the questions. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. You guys know how I like to get started. I like to go around the room, have everybody introduce themselves. But before we even get that far, I want to put this out there, okay? Single Soulmates is the name of this show. It does not mean that everybody is single on the show for the Queen's panel and for tomorrow night's the King's panel. So we're going to go ahead and clear the air, and everybody that you see on the flyer, we change up every week. So it doesn't mean that everybody that's on that flyer is going to be here. That's just the lineup for this season for the King's panel as well. I'm going to say it tomorrow anyway. But anyway, we're going to go around the room. Please, ladies, introduce yourselves. Let them know where they probably recognize you from. Give them your stats, your deets, your social media websites, if you want to plug anything. And also, too, let the people know if you are single or not. We're going to go ahead and get started with Alexis.
Hey everyone, my name is Alexis Grace Williams. You can catch me on Instagram at Alexis Grace W and on TikTok at Alexis Grace W as well. You may recognize me, hopefully not, from Married at First Sight season 15. I married that stranger that one time on national television. I also, in my free time when I'm not marrying strangers, I am a mental health counselor and a life coach. So if you want to follow me on social media, Alexis Grace W. Oh, I'm not single. I meant to say that too. That was supposed to be the starter part. I'm not single, y'all.
Aries.
Hey, I'm Aries. I was on Ready to Love Dallas season 8. In my real life, I am a tech professional and a mom of 2. So I'm looking forward to having a good time with y'all ladies tonight.
Katarina.
Are you single, girl?
Oh, yes. Are you single?
Maybe. It's a possibility. You never know. No, I was like, yes, I am single.
Yes. Well, I'm Katarina. You guys might recognize me from Ready to Love, season 8 with Aries. Woo, 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 woo. I am single for the right one, but I am mingling. So, you know. When I'm not doing Ready to Love, I am a registered nurse. And I can't wait for the night to get started, guys.
Hey guys, Jamie here. You may know me from previous panels and maybe AfterBuzz TV. I'm going viral again, which is fun, on some silliness on Instagram. So whatever. Hopefully I'm a familiar face by now. But I am single, and just like you, Katarina, I'm mingling. I'm outside more. I will do the dates. I will do the, you know, if you don't get out there, how do you make it happen, right? But I'm single, okay? I am a life coach. I created my own method called the Sassy Method, which you can see here, creator of the Sassy Method. And I'm really excited about this year. A lot of more things to come. But you can follow me on Instagram at Jamie Alexander. Make sure you spell it correctly, Jaimi. That's it.
Shayna.
Hi, I'm Shayna. I'm single. Like, you can come over and pick me up. Single. You probably see me on YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. I review shows like Ready to Love and Married. Well, not this season of Married at First Sight, but all the other seasons I reviewed. So you can check me out here. My name, how it's listed, that's my YouTube name. And what about you, Sabrina? Are you single?
So I am not single. I think that's the first time I kind of actually really, so I'm not single, and you guys can follow me on all social media platforms at Miss Sabrina Seoul. I am on Threads. I am not on Twitter anymore. Is Twitter? No, Threads. I'm on Instagram. and I'm on YouTube. But yeah, just follow me here on YouTube. All that other stuff is kind of irrelevant because I just be on here for real for the most part. And just to let you guys know, tomorrow night we will be having the Kings panel. On Friday, I will be going live for the live reaction watch party for the new season of Ready to Love. On Monday, hopefully we can have the panel review for Ready to Love. And you guys know we get down and dirty for the panel. But anyway, other than that, we're going to go ahead and get started. And just to let you know too, Stacy B, hopefully she can get her internet together, but she should be joining us as well. So you guys know I have 4 questions. The questions that I'm going to be asking the ladies, the queens, I'm also going to be asking the kings tomorrow night. So you're going to have a female's perspective, a woman's perspective, and you're going to have a the men's perspective of these same questions that I'm going to be answering. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night. And tomorrow night will be the season premiere of the Kings panel. Anyway, we ready to get started?
Red.
All right. All right. Number 1. Oh, I always do the panel questions. So the panel questions are, number 1, would you date your friend's ex? Meaning like years later, 6 months later, 10 years later, would you date your friend's ex? The second question is, how can I say it? Can I say the N word? So when your partner is pleasing themselves by themselves, is that considered cheating? Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is if you found out that your partner was going to the strip club, you know what I'm saying, behind your back, would you be upset? Like, would that be a problem? You know what I'm saying? The fourth question is if your kid or kids did not like the person that you were dating, what would you do? Would you end it, make it work? I don't know, but we about to talk about all that tonight. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and dive right into the first question. Make sure, please, ladies, don't talk over each other. I know sometimes we get excited, but please try not to talk over each other because it does get a little hard for the people that are watching to hear what we're saying. All right, panel question number 1. Would you date your friend's ex? Period. Don't matter how long, period. Would you date him?
That's not really my stilo. You know what I mean? I like my own stuff. I like my own. I'm not interested. Once somebody that I know or even am related to is dating somebody, I automatically look at them like brother. I don't care how fine they are. I'm a girl's girl. I don't care what they got going on, how much money. Ooh, he treats her good. Da-da-da. There's nothing in me that's going to be like, ooh, I wonder if, or maybe later. It's just, I want my own. So it's a no for me. There's too many people in the world to be double dipping. You know what I mean?
No, that's right.
I'm the same with Jamie. Shoot, my mind like rewires. It's like recomputing. As soon as I see you with somebody that's close to me, can't even get down like that. And I know some people are like years later, people change. It just don't work. It's once you friend zone, you go to that side, you stay over there. For me,
I don't even think I want you if my friend was if I found out my friend had serious interest in you or y'all were even exchanging numbers, it don't even have to be like dating. Like it's just off limits. Like I'm not even interested.
Katarina?
You're muted.
Oh, did she?
Sorry. I said that's against girl code.
Ooh, she's muted again.
You're muted again.
Go ahead. I don't know what's.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you now.
No?
Yes.
I got nothing.
Oh, you can't hear us.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think I had bad service in my little area over there. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. So I said for me personally, that's against girl code. Like, why are you dating somebody that I used to date? Why are you touching somebody I used to touch? Like, how are we friends if you feel like that was okay? That's like ultimate betrayal. No, ma'am. Nope.
And we can't see you, by the way. But yes.
I'm reading.
It's a no for me, dog. It's funny because like I'm a girl's girl as well. I have a lot of girlfriends, and there was a point where this particular group of girlfriends that I have where we were growing our relationship like as a group, you know, and it's been like 10 years now, but we were not sharing who we were talking to at first. Like everybody wasn't saying who was talking to who, and then there was a couple times where somebody was talking to the same person, you know, or something like that. So we had to be like, from that point, when that happened, it was like, now we're like, does anybody know this man? You know, like to that point of like, because I'm like, what we not about to do is have these dudes thinking they just about to mess with multiple people, like in our friend group. Like that's not, we're not doing that. So it became a thing where we had to get very open with each other very quickly because it was like, hold on, let me make sure. Because it might, and there was definitely one where there were friends who, one girl had talked to the guy like 3 years prior, and one girl met the guy out somewhere, you know, or whatever, and then after conversations, and he saw a picture on the girl's Instagram, like, oh shoot, like, yeah, and it's like, oh, so now it's like we all need to have this conversation before, like, do you know this man? You know, so
yeah, because that does make sense though, because what if it is a situation where you meet somebody, you like them, you feeling them, like y'all going out, y'all hanging out, and you don't know? So that's a great question. You don't know. You start dating them, y'all been dating for 3 months, let's say. You really like them, but then you find out that they dated someone that you're friends with. Would you end it then?
And
Wait, let's talk about that. How do you not know?
I've had to do that before, and I asked, I'm like, you've been on my Instagram at this point, you see my friend, like, oh, and if you're from here and you're talking to me, like, you've seen me with my homegirls at some point. If you've been talking to me for 3 months, you know who my friends are, you know who I'm cool with. So I'll be like, who have you talked to any of my friends? Because I need to know all of that before we get too far, because that has definitely happened before, and it'd be like, nah. Especially if you lie, like, don't try to lie. Now, if you're honest, be like, oh, it was like 5 years ago, whatever, and it's not a friend that's like a friend, then that's different. But if it's a friend, you know, that's my homegirl, like, we're tight, don't do that. Like, nah.
For me, I know who all my homegirls are talking to. If you're someone close to me, I have an idea. I might not have met that person or know them personally, but I know a name. And if I hear that name again, I'd be like, do you know? I'm not even gonna ask him, I'm gonna ask her first. You know what I mean? So it's like, how are we talking about associates or just like girls in passing that we hang out with? That we do brunch?
I say friends.
Friends.
Like,
I know who my girls are talking to. I know they're all they lineups.
Yeah. And I'm with AW on that too. Like, there's in the group of 5, 2 of us like the same type of guys, and the other 2 like the same type of guys, and then one, we never like the same type of guys that she likes. So it's usually, if there's gonna be a mix, we know who's the ones that may have potentially liked the same type of dude, you know, or are attracted to the same type. So it's usually the same people that have crossed paths or are potentially having that conversation, you know, at some point. So
I do have one friend in my life, and we're more touch and go because everybody's busy. We're not the close knit. And when I first met her, she was dating somebody. She had dated somebody that I had dated, and I was kind of still dating. It was weird. That was a whole thing. And then fast forward, it's just a funny, quick story. But my mom was cleaning out the garage, whatever. So she sent me a picture. You know, y'all know how back in the day we used to take pictures at the mall with the little backdrop. So I was engaged to a man. We had our pictures. My mom, she was like, oh, look what I came across. And so me and this girl in this period of time happened to be talking heavy. So I sent her a screenshot. I was like, girl, this is my ex-fiance I'm always talking about. She was like, I just met him last week on a dating app. He sells this. I was like, oh, phone number, ran him the phone number, and we are so many years later from that, but she let him go and was like, I don't really talk to friends, men that my friends have been with. But here's my thing too. Like, I seen somebody in the comments say that, yes, that happened and they got married and blah, blah, blah. But most of us aren't really letting go of good men. Like, if you want to go try to ride that rodeo, girl, I dare you, because he ain't it. With all due respect, he doesn't, I'm sorry, have what it takes to do what I know you're looking for anyway, or else I would be with him. Do you know what I mean? So it's just, it could get weird.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, is it levels? Are there levels to it? Because I was in that situation. Now, granted, this was way back in high school, but there was somebody that I knew, like, when passing, and my associate, and I was, you know, months into a relationship. And I'm like, we're not really friends. I just, you know you in passing. And they're like, well, I can't believe you would do that to her. And I'm like, if it's my friend, yes. But I'm like, somebody I just seen at work a few times, like, do I owe you that much loyalty? Now I probably wouldn't be interested. But back then I was like, I can't end the relationship now, and it's months later, and I don't even talk to you like that.
That's kind of what happened to me on Ready to Love.
Ready to Love is different. Y'all all date each other.
But not the
Yeah.
people on the show. So my connection on the show is an ex-husband of someone, associate of mine. But I didn't find that out till after. I mean, it was we're in it, right?
Right.
And when I found out, I was messed up for a minute. Like, okay, now this is an associate. Like, she's not my home girl. Like, I would say like associate plus. Like, you're not someone who I would like say I'm not gonna date your, like a person, but it was kind of an awkward place to be. But I did reach out to her and say, because I told him, I said, I'm going to say something to her regardless. Like, whether we make it or not, this is about to be on national TV too. Like, I just want to, let her know, like, this is what happened. And obviously, like, when we finally did talk, it was like right before the show was about to be over, like it was about to be over. So I was like, you know what happened, girl? Like, like I did not know that was your dude, like that was
What'd
the
you
person.
say?
And I told her, I just told her that she knew, about the show, and that this guy that I've been dating apparently is your ex-husband or whatever. And I would have never known that was her ex-husband, like, at all.
How did she take it? What did she say?
She was like, "You are too good for him, girl. Anyways, you don't need to."
Back to
I
Jamie's
sensed
point.
that.
Back to
Yeah.
Jamie's point.
She did say that, but I was already not gonna, go
Look, the
forward.
same point that Jamie just made. If he was good, she would have probably still been with him.
Not me trying to figure out who it is.
Oh,
You know who it is.
Oh, you
Alexis, your thoughts?
Mine would just be like, I like to play the tape all the way through and kind of like really picture it all out. So in the event that I do date this person, maybe my friend's like, okay, it doesn't matter, it's whatever. Where's my mind wandering? Am I talking to my friend about this person in our relationship? Am I thinking back to the times that they had and like comparing it to the times we're having now? Like, it's just, I don't know. I'm a very logical, mental person. So for me, it's just like my mind probably would destroy it before, if I'm being real, like my mind would probably take over and it's wandering. It's like, especially if it's a close friend. If I'm trying to confide in you about my relationship, can't do that no more. If I'm trying to bring them around, can't do that anymore. It's just so many things to where it's just like, I don't want to have to worry about it. I don't want to have to worry about her thinking maybe I missed a good thing because I see him around now and I see the way
Exactly.
It's just so many different things to where it's like, I don't want no part. There's 8 billion people in this world.
I was about to say.
Oh my God, you know what? I did go through this. I'm just sitting up here thinking while you're talking.
Right. She's like, wait a minute.
And it's with the same guy. This is crazy.
Good thing you didn't marry that girl.
It would have, man, listen, that was a whole thing. That's a whole episode. But I did, so when I was with him, I did see he had some past girl stuff, whatever going on. Again, them pictures. I seen him, he had a picture of a girl. And I seen some other girls. I was like, this is the only one that's cute. Fast forward about a year later, I met this girl at work. And we became friends. And then somehow she saw that was, and she let me know that they had dated, but it was prior to me knowing either of them. But me and her are still friends to this day. I was in her wedding a couple of months ago. So it's just, but yeah, we both been down that block of this man. So it's just weird. I guess it does happen. People really do cross. I forgot all about
that. The other part. It's did you smash? Did y'all kiss? Like how? When you say someone is like dated, because back in the day, kind of to Shayna's point of like when I was like in college and stuff, there would be people who will be, certain girls that you might be trying to get to know, or y'all are just starting to get close or whatever, and you go out and they be like, oh, I like him. And if you talk to him, they'll be like, I said I like him. Well, he didn't like you, boo. Like, so we have to learn that let the man choose. Because me and my girls all of us are what you can pick your flavor, baby. It's whatever, tall, short, light, dark, whatever, there's something for everybody. So if the guy is approaching one particular person, like you could think the dude is cute all you want. But if you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have that kind of rule of like, well, I liked him and then you gonna talk to him. Some people will just be like weird like that. So there's, it goes back to the levels of like, what does that even mean? If it's a dude that just got my number and it was like, we didn't really have a lot in common, but you know what? You might be good for my homegirl. Like, I've definitely given the okay for somebody to talk. Like, go for it, because there was nothing about him that I was interested in. Like, I would totally support this, that type of situation. But if you like smashed, and
weird, yeah,
that's a lot.
This makes me think of like that Love Is Blind. I don't know if you guys watched. I don't know if it's like the last one before that, but what happened was they ended up becoming friends first. The two girls became friends while doing Love Is Blind. She started liking the guy, and then the other girl withheld that it used to be her ex-boyfriend. By the time she revealed it to her, the two girls became extremely close.
You talking about?
She withheld that information.
She withheld the information, said she didn't want to ruin the process.
I think the girl knew before.
Yes, the girls ended up getting closer and closer, and then when it finally came out, the girl that picked the guy was devastated. She let him go.
But why would you ever tell her? If you was gonna withhold it, just keep it to yourself forever.
Yeah, it was like a serious relationship.
Yeah, it was gonna come out.
It was gonna come out at some point.
Yeah.
But
I guess what would you guys do? Let's say that you are dating a guy, you end up meeting this other girl. You know how you can meet a girl and you guys just kick it off, right? You're like, dang, like you're like my soulmate sister. You guys start kicking it off really good, and that's like her ex. Does that change things because you met him first? Now you absolutely love her to death, or like what would you guys do in that situation? Who are we cutting? The new friend, or we cutting back?
Oh no.
Okay. Okay.
I got smoke coming out my ears. I don't know.
Right, you the new friend. No, just what?
She found out that he was on that show, and that's why she went on the show to try to be with him again.
And
she was trying to sabotage their relationship.
I feel like it was a setup. She got to know the girl because she knew that she was.
Yeah, she was trying to ruin it.
Yeah. How they say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Like, exactly what she was
in her shoulder. That was crazy.
Yo,
it was crazy.
Yes. And good thing she got rid of him too, because he was hot mess too. So
right.
Yeah, he was.
I reality men are hot messes.
Yeah. So shout out to Stacy B. Stacy B just joined. Hey, Stacy, you look so tanned and different.
Because I went blonder. I cut my hair and went blonder, girl.
And it made you look okay. I think you look gorgeous. Wow.
I'm sorry. I've been in Malibu with Gay. Sorry, I don't know what you guys have been doing in this weather.
Ooh, I love it.
Y'all know I'm playing.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm late, ladies. I was trying to cook these children some food.
It's okay. So pretty much that's how we started, because everybody was saying Stacy single soulmates. Everyone was thinking that everybody was on the panel was single. And I was like, no, I got to clear that up. So we did go around the room. So are you saying that you are still single? Stacy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Because they be asking me, they be like, what's going on with, like, what's up with, I be like, look, ask them. But I'm glad you said
Let me clarify. I'm not desperate single. I'm selectively
none
single.
of us are.
No, I know, but you know, like that's the new buzzword. Girl, the internet, these people on the internet make me so sick. They act like women that are single because they're unworthy. Maybe in them little raggedy ponds you're fishing in. But when you out here in a clear blue where you can see the bottom of the ocean, we can be selectively single over here, honey.
I know that's right.
That's the word right there.
And it's like a threat, right? It's like a threat, like you're gonna be single forever. Oh, you promise?
Right.
But why are you so mad? Why are you so mad about what I got going on? You don't know what I got going on.
Yeah, facts. But I think women, especially in 2024, I feel like women are just more aware now. A lot more women know their worth now. A lot more women ain't putting up with that BS now. I just think it's different times now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of pick-me's out there, but it's a lot of women that's like, yeah, I don't got to be picked, and I'm okay with it. You know, it's really
the truth of what, some of our grandparents wanted to do but couldn't. because they didn't have the ability to have their own and take care of themselves and everything. So when you have that freedom, now guess what? I don't have to just be stuck in this situation. You know, I can actually decide who I want to keep company with and if I want to, you know, hang around you or not. And you actually got to bring a little more to the table than just saying, I'm about to put, you know, bring home the bacon. Do you have a personality? Are you likable? Do I actually want to hang out with you? That's so
right. Exactly, because we all making money out here too. We out here driving nice cars too, and we out here got our houses too. So, you know,
and we have friendships, and we have hobbies, and we have aspirations and goals. We busy. Sometimes I'm too busy to even date. Like, you know,
it's the
That's
peace
what-
for me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the peace.
Right.
Not just that, but Kat, like what you were saying, sometimes we're too busy. Like people got to realize, like a lot of successful women, like we might not be masculine, but the one thing about us that we have similar to men is that like if our coins ain't where we want them to be, if our goals aren't being achieved, if going to that next level, if we're not close, we're not going to be bothered with things that's distracting us. We're not going to be wasting our time in situationships and stuff. No, we just don't want to be in a situationship. I'd rather get the bag. Sorry.
Amen. Exactly.
Right.
I think if more pick-me's got on hold, if the pick-me's would come on our side, the more men would get it together.
I don't know about all.
Right.
Baby,
I
was about to agree on.
Yeah. They should want to get together on their own merit because, you know, a lot of the men, like Stacey said, they're out here complaining and stuff like that. And to the ones that aren't, I know it's not everybody, but what are you doing to take yourself out of the pool you're complaining about? Like, these men got to want to do it for themselves at the end of the day.
Right. So real quick, guys, we got Trey Mack. Hey, Trey Mack. Thank you for joining us tonight. So this is a fella. So this is a king. So I had to put his comment on the screen because he is absolutely engaged. And I love that. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So he's actually speaking to AW, who is also in the chat. And shout out to the chat. Shout out to you guys. I see you holding it down. If you have any questions, if we get time, definitely put them in the section. If you want to shout the ladies out, if you have any specific questions for a specific lady that's on the screen, anything, definitely just put it in the chat. Just make sure you keep it respectful. So Trey Mack says, AW, thank you. I have a handful of close friends. The rest are associates. So no, I normally would not date a friend's ex. Now I have been the datee of an ex and her friend. Strange times, LOL. So
at the same time?
Okay, Trey.
Right. That's why he called Trey 3. You know what I mean?
That's where you get the Mac from. Mac. Mac did it.
All right. And also too, Jamie is streaming on her channel and Shayna is streaming on her channel. Make sure you guys like the video and make sure you guys subscribe to everybody's channel. We are all family here and we all have some amazing content. We all so different. So Trey Mack says, and I think he's talking to Stacey because I think this popped up when Stacey said she was single. Trey Mack said, single, how sway? So
that's sway. But you know what? Okay, so since I missed that part of the conversation, oh my gosh. So I used to have, I thought we were friends, but I guess we were really associates. And so, you know how you have like a little fling somewhere tucked in a corner. I mean, he wasn't my fling anytime recently, but he was my fling tucked in a corner a few years ago, whatever. So like one day the lady tells me, she was like, oh my gosh, guess who I met? Da 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 woo woo woo. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking, you know, if it's a one and done situation, a one night stand, something, I ain't saying, you know, I don't need to tell my business, right? So the next day she comes, so evidently nothing popped off that night, but she was just like, he's so into me, da 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 da. So I'm like, and she and I are like complete opposites, nothing similar about us, different looks, different personalities. So I'm thinking, I was just like hitting, like, you know how, you know, oh, we're drunk. It just happened. Next day, move on. So she like keeps telling me that. And so I finally was like, I talked to some of my closer friends and I was like, I feel like I need to tell her just a heads up because I don't ever want it to be like a situation and we walk in and then he's talking to me in my face and then you looking at me like I did something and then suddenly I manufactured a story. So literally after I told her that, like over the span of like the next couple months, baby, she stopped talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Why? What you mad about? I was like being 100, like, hey, you know, like we don't talk now, but if he sees me, he'll speak. He'll probably show some love, like we're cool. So it's like, how you had a problem with that? And I was like, and like the way I was like, oh, like in my brain, I'm thinking, oh, this was a one night stand or something, but it never even stood to my understanding. But yeah, that's crazy.
And she left over that and she was gonna leave anyway. Like she wasn't to be your friend regardless.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, like when you guys were discussing that, I'm not sure if y'all broached this issue, but when do you determine if you tell somebody and like that? And because like for me, I'm a very private person. And it's not just that I'm private about what I'm doing, but I'm respectful of the guy too. So if I say something, I'm also putting your business out there, you know, and I don't know who this lady might tell because it's nobody's business. You know what I mean? So like for me, I'm very tight-lipped about that kind of stuff. But I just felt like it was really telling, like how she started acting funny after I broke the news to her.
Did you say this was somebody who you just became cool with, or was this somebody?
No, we have been cool for like 2 years, maybe. And it was a random situation, and then like just after that, she got all weird.
You just got to know your audience for real. Because sometimes the woman's gonna, and it's unfortunate, women or men, they're gonna choose their person, no matter how close you are. And I've experienced that at undergrad too. The same thing happened to me, to where it's like, girl, your man was trying to talk to me, you know, and I'm telling you, and it didn't even get that far to where I was dating my friend's ex or their man or whatever. It was the prerequisite where he's telling me he wants to hang out and things like that, and I'm telling you already.
Oh no.
Well, they weren't like ever together on a book by any means. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And they still not together now.
No. Like, I don't feel like there was any, like, it was gonna be anything like that. But I felt like, think about it. Like, I'm going out on a limb. Like, I'm doing my portion, like to be transparent and honest and upfront with you, so that you don't get in any situation and then you're feeling away. And I even gave my blessing. I'm like, look, it's no big deal. Like if y'all figure something out, if it works out, y'all like, it's fine with me. I don't have any, you know, I'm not, it was just a little flame, you know, like maybe like a year and a half flame.
Yeah.
Hold
on. This is,
I thought it was a one night.
Like, no, that's a boo.
No, for me, it was like a little fling. You know, flings are over a period of time, but it's just like, it's not necessarily on the level of a situationship. It's just like
A jump off.
I don't know.
that's
Can you define? Hold up. Can you define that for me, Jamie? What is a jump off?
A jump off is someone that you strictly hang out with for sex. When you feel like you want to hang out, smoke a little something, have a drink, you know who to call to come through. Y'all are cool. You could talk, you could kick it, but it ain't no thing. It will never be discussed, but you know what you do behind closed doors. And that, my friends, is a jump off.
Oh my gosh, I've had a jump off. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I've had a jump off. Yay. Well, that's one marked off the bucket list.
You didn't have a jump off because you told it was discussed.
This still a
but
jump.
it was post the jumping part. It was post the trampoline. and I felt like I was really like, I felt like I needed to share this because like I said, if we were ever in the same spot, I'm sure the person is going to talk to me and you're gonna be like, hi y'all, like what is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, Jamie, you know how small Houston is.
I'm learning now that I'm
It's
outside.
only a matter of time before it happens.
I keep hearing there's problems in
real-
Texas. What's
That's
going
how
on?
Dallas is too. So I feel you.
I'm real exclusive in particular. I don't really, because I see. Yeah, no, I don't know.
The
I
thing
don't even know
about
if
it
my
is
man
there's
would
a
come.
demographic, right? You know, there's a demographic. That's why it's small, right? We're typically, if you're of a certain caliber, you're gonna date people in that same kind of family of, you know, and that group is gonna be in similar spaces. So that's why it feels small, because I'm not dating no hood dudes that's like, you know, somebody who's gonna be going in and out of jail and all that. Like, I'm not in that group. But if you're in that group of people who like that, you're probably gonna, you and your girls are gonna probably come across the same guys, right? Like, if you're dating professionals and, you know, people who actually, you know, are doing something, y'all probably gonna be in the same spaces and come across the same people.
So real quick, Alexis, before you got knocked off, did you want to finish your statement, your thoughts?
No, it was fine.
Okay. Black Lexicon. I don't have my glasses on. Stacy B, you describe how a professional woman feel. How do you feel about a man that feels the same way?
It sounds like music to my ears. Because it's like somebody that understands my life and my schedule, and it's not going to stress me out about little dumb stuff. And plus, like, I guess, like, I'm also in the 40 plus range. So, like, you know, and I've been divorced for 7 years at this point. So me and my kids are in our own little flow. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with giving you your space to do what you need to do professionally and personally.
Yeah. All right, guys.
The days when we could do it together. Like, I don't think that, because when do we have it all together? And then even if we do have it all together, how do we learn to function with each other when we don't have it all together? If we're so focused on certain things, I think we miss people. And it also, I want people to be just also a little bit more intentional. And especially with the men, like, you know, it's okay that everybody's getting their stuff together and whatever. But when you're really intentional, I think under any season, it could work. I also understand that under some things, it's like, no. And if you're playing around, it's a no. But, you know, if you find somebody good and it's really intentional, it may not be perfect, but I think it's worth it to kind of like give it a chance and put in the effort if this is something that you say you want, which is partnership.
I think that's why you have to be in alignment, right? Like, you need someone who is in alignment with the same purpose. If we're in the same realm, then it will feel like a plus. It will feel like a partnership. It will feel like we're on the same trajectory, and it's not taking away from what I'm doing because we're in a similar space, right? Like, so, oh, okay, I see how I can actually benefit your world and you can actually benefit my world. So, like, it flows. If I feel like we're in competing spaces, it's taken away from me to do what I need to do, right? And it's taken away from you to do what you need to do. So alignment is super important in my life, for sure.
Yeah, mine too. All right, guys. So if you are just now catching up or just now logging on to my channel, Shayna's channel, or Jamie's channel, the first question we just discussed was, would you date your friend's ex? So if you missed it, definitely go back and be part of the replay game. All right. So the second question we have is, your partner pleasuring themselves, is that considered cheating?
What you do with yourself is what you do with yourself. How is that cheating? That's
I think
between you and you, baby.
I think it's based on what you're thinking about. Are you doing a highlight reel of someone else? Are you
You're never gonna
actually
know.
having footage? You know, sometimes you got a home video. You got the VHS out from the last relationship you was in. I mean, that's the only point that it would cross the line for me. Other than that, do you? Like Kat said.
Not the VHS.
Right.
I just feel like
reel. The highlight reel. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You think about somebody else while you're doing it.
But you're not gonna know that no way. He ain't gonna tell you what he.
Yeah, you're not gonna know it.
Is that considered cheating if they're doing that and thinking about somebody else?
There's certain things you just can't worry about. I just
Look,
pick your battle.
we can call that family time because I can pull something out the drawer too, and we can just get at it together. And don't ask me who I'm thinking about either.
I definitely don't think it's cheating. That is a reach. I think that it's just too much. I don't ever want to be that pressed with somebody where I gotta be in their trials like that. I think do it. It could be healthy, as long as I don't want you outside. So if you gotta do all that, I don't care about the VHS. I don't care about what you're thinking about. Enjoy yourself. Like
I was just being the, because for me it's an obvious question. No, it's not cheating. So I'm like, how can I think of this in a way to where it's like, let's make these people think a little. So don't mind me.
I like it. Who you thinking of right now, Alexis? Not the lean down.
My highlight reel. I'm grabbing my VHS as we speak, girl. After this.
Do you really mean the VHS, or are you saying the pedal? Are you saying VHS and disguising it for the pedal?
What's a pedal?
That little pedal thing.
The red thing.
I don't own any toys. I've never owned a toy before. I don't like them. I need a connection.
How can you say you don't like them if you never owned one before?
Well, because like the ideal of it, like it's like a AI. It's like AI generated pleasure. I don't know. It's just not for me.
Alexa should have been here last week.
That's another conversation.
It was a whole. She was like,
it was a whole conversation, honey.
This is what I use.
She was like, "What you do is screw the top."
Oh damn! Christmas, you did what? I was like, let me watch.
That was last episode.
Like afterwards, you can't go back. It's hard to get off with like a human being. Do you feel that afterward or no?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth.
What do you guys think about somebody like watching videos, like watching X-rated videos and then pleasuring themselves? Some people look at that as, I don't care.
I don't like the porn thing, to be honest with you. I mean, can I say that? I don't like that. I'm really not big on that, and it would make me feel a way if the dude was like always on, those pages and stuff. I'm like, what? Because that's
always on. Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying that is because that is like a perverted version of what real life is like, right? Like if you learn from there and you're trying to bring that over here, don't try to bring that over here because that is not what we're not that. Like, and so sometimes it can get in your mind a little too heavy, and it's like I would like to just let's create our own,
Yeah.
You want to create your own? I don't want to see it.
Really, I'm not big on it, so I'm not sure. Now,
I don't think it's cheating. I just think it can be weird.
Me, like someone who I am with, make a video for then that's different if it's you and me. But if it's some random people, I don't know. I'm not big on that. So.
So what if they were pleasing themselves like 7 times a day?
Nah, you need to go to work. You need to go to work and get some money. You have too much time on your hands, sir.
That's nymphomania. Yeah, that's nymphomania. They need to go.
You need some
go
more
talk to whoever Eric Benet was talking to.
Yeah, that's too much.
And why are you doing that when I'm right here?
But right. I think that's where the question came from. I mean, I can't say for sure where the question came from, but like what comes to my mind is someone like, okay, so why are you with me if you have to do this all the time and I clearly can't satisfy you? So I can see from that perspective how someone would have a problem with it, or if it's so frequent, you know what I mean? 7 times a day, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
Because like, how you gonna have a kid? All them blanks you gonna be shooting. Shit.
Yeah, I think that's more of a problem more than cheating. Like we get to the point where you're doing 7 times a day, like you have an issue. It's not even about cheating anymore.
Yeah.
You need to like.
You need rehab.
Yeah,
I think I'm tired. I don't want to do it. Like, oh, please, not tonight. And then they start. Then that's how it starts. And they say, 7 times a day. Are you going to feel like, okay, well, I'm the one that refused and told you no. So I'm partially to blame for this. Or you gonna be like, wait a
Not
minute.
7 times a day, though.
No one needs to
I'm
do
not
7 times a day. That's just that's
was in the mood. We're not doing nothing 7 times a day. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to.
Mm-mm.
That's weird.
Mm-mm.
mm-mm.
Mm-mm. I like myself being intact, honey.
Okay, next question. Next question. If you found out that your partner was going to the strip club behind your back, would you be upset?
I don't want my partner doing anything behind my back. Strip club. There shouldn't be grocery shopping behind. There shouldn't be watching TV shows without me behind my back. You shouldn't do anything behind my back because that means you feel like you're doing something wrong, which means you feel like you're being sneaky, which means you feel like you're lying.
Yeah.
So for me, I like strip clubs. Like, you know, if you want to go and you feel like you can't tell me you want to go to one, that's a disconnect between us two. But don't do anything behind my back. Nothing.
Amen.
Yeah, don't sneak. I've gone to the strip club just to get lunch, so I feel like, what if I was just running over there to get wings, and then it's like
the best wings.
And you bumped into him?
Yeah,
like, babe, what you doing here?
Problem. Hold up.
I was gonna say, would y'all go? Would y'all go with y'all's partners?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like the strip club.
So Trey Mack, I like this. He said, here's a better question. Have any of the ladies ever caught their partner self-pleasing? And if so, what happened afterwards? Good question, Trey. Good question.
That's an after dark question, sir.
Yeah, you gotta use your subscription for that answer.
I told y'all we need to do Sabrina After Dark. Anytime y'all want to do it, just let me know ahead of time and we can plan it, honey. We can plan it.
But I would have issues. I mean, like Kat said, don't do nothing behind my back anyways. But also, don't be one of those people that just be at the strip club like all the damn time. Like, that would be kind of annoying to me. Because I will go, you know, we can go after we've been out and it's like, it's late. Come on, we about to go to the strip club. Like, cool. We're going to go, whatever. But like, dang, how often? Like, it, you know, I don't know.
And how much money you throwing? Because I need my hair done. So what? Like,
that I was dating was gonna go. He was about to go. I was like, you're not about to throw all that money over there. You about to throw it right here.
I know that's right.
Would y'all give y'all man pay for your man to get a lap dance?
I don't pay for nothing for a man.
Yeah, that's taking it too far.
Would you let him get one? Would you let him get one?
We got lap dances at the house.
I got you. We got lap dances at home. Exactly.
I mean, I have in my younger years, but for now, I feel like, you know, if we go together, like, it's not really disrespectful. It's just like uncomfortable. When you go with your boys, I don't care what you're doing. You're having a boys' night. But like with me, enjoy your dance. But we don't need nobody on you just doing the most. It's weird. No.
All I know is you better not ever blink when I want the money. I want to get
real.
So no problem. You throwing money at random strangers, you better be throwing it right here.
I can't dance, so I guess I can't get mad if you get in a dance. Because when I'm at home, I'm gonna be stiff. Like, you know what? Just have fun. But I'm not paying for it though. That's just. That's taking it too far.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know. You know what? You know what's crazy? Even coming from me, I don't think I would want to go to the club with my man.
You see him acting up, you're gonna be like, hold up.
I'm just so like not about, you know what I mean? Like I'm just in a different place in my life. 20 years ago, you already know my story. But all I'm saying is that like right now, I'll be like, babe, like let's like go home and make some lobster and some shrimp and some linguinis and get some wine and get some strawberries and like let's go watch a movie and chill or whatever. But
I'm with you on that, Sabrina. I think in my younger times I would have like, yeah, let's do it. It's so funny. I actually got asked on Friday, somebody I'm like talking to. We did the whole dinner thing or whatever, and then afterwards he's like, hey, do you want to go to a strip club? I was like, 10 years ago, I'd be like, hell yeah. Now I'm like, I'm not gonna share you with a bunch of women, right? I'm not trying to do all that. Like, you know, let's do something else. We can go to a lounge, a bar, we can do something else. But I'm not really in the mood for the women. And more importantly, they just get so thirsty. They don't know how to leave you alone for a conversation. Like, they keep dancing. They never walk away. It's like, girl, you.
Well, we in a place of business. I think it's you said, Kat, it's the behind my back type of thing. Like, if you want to go, you can let me know. I'm not going to stop you or flip out about it. It's not really my scene. I don't really care to be in that. I'm not I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, my friends and stuff from Atlanta, that's just something that they do. I didn't grow up like that. I could care less. But I get it if you want to enjoy that. But I am the type I like to dance. Like, I don't know where Houston's hip hop and heels, sexy dance classes are. It seems to be lacking out here. But, you know, a lot of us that I know, we could do this at home too. Like, turn on the lights. Do I need a wig?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
I didn't know people were really still going like that. I feel like in the 2010s, like it was popular. Now it's like, I haven't been in years, but maybe if I was on vacation or something, then I'd be like, okay, let's be spontaneous. But on a random night, like we're just eating.
You're right. It's been a while.
I'm not going.
And plus, who trying to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning? Like,
that's the problem right there.
And here's the other thing for ladies. I mean, it's just too much. Like, I want to go home. You know, when after you and your boo been out, after you and baby been out, you know, it might be late. It might be 1, 2 o'clock. Who want to go home and got smoke and smell all up in their hair to go lay on their damn pillow? Nobody. I don't want to be smelling you smelling like outside.
Every once in a while, I like a good ratchet night with my bae. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I like a good. Every once in a while, in a good spot, and we're just let loose one night. Like, and if we end up at a strip club, then I'm with it. I'm not opposed to it. That's all I'm saying.
I think it makes it more fun when it's rare.
Yeah, I'm with it every once in a while, but I mean, we ain't gonna be coming home stinking every weekend.
Oh no, not happening.
Every weekend is
coming home stinking.
No, because I got these little outfits in the back of my drawer. I got these little outfits I can pull out. We don't have to do all that. Throw some money on me.
Listen,
throw me an investment. Throw me a down payment on investment property. How about that?
That's part.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yes. Now we talking. Okay, buy me a building, not a Birkin. I
know that's real.
All right. Say it again.
So I kind of want a Birkin.
I'm
gonna get a Birkin inside the building.
They're both investments. If you could do both,
they are.
Yeah.
Facts. That's facts. Because it was like, honey, like times is getting tough. I got that Birkin in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me go ahead and put that joint on Poshmark. You know what I'm saying? And
or flip it for the new ones. You
absolutely.
know, new.
Absolutely. Like I remember just a quick story because we talk about, because y'all know I resell because I do that too. I've been doing it for years. But I remember I was like, oh, I think I want to get a new Rolex. And I remember I sold my old Rolex and I had actually gotten more than what I had paid for it when I resold it. I was like, oh, this is amazing, because I was like, I want to do one. But anyway, yeah, resale is where it's at. But anyway, absolutely. Some of those things, just to let you know, those material things are of value, like timepieces, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Keep that in mind. So when people be like, I don't need that flashy stuff, some of that flashy stuffs are definitely investments. So definitely do your homework. All right.
You go flip watches real quick.
Yo. Stop, like, real quick story.
It's a big business.
I'm real passionate about it. So I remember when I first started reselling, I went to the Goodwill because I found out, like, I did my homework. So I went to go source. And if you guys don't know what that means, it means sourcing is going to the thrift stores, to the Goodwills, to real estate sales, not real estate sales, estate sales. So going to all those places. So what I did was one day I went to a thrift store. I don't remember where it was, but I saw this bag. And one thing about me is I know nice things. And I remember I saw this bag. I said, the hardware is it's made well. I was like, the materials. I bought that bag for $5. I think I ended up putting it on and got like $85, $95 for that bag. Paid $5 for it. So just to let y'all know, but I'll put that out there. Shameless plug. But all right, so next question, because we're not gonna keep y'all all night. Y'all know we come and we do the questions and we out. So last question: if your kid or kids did not like the person you were dating, what would you do?
Send them to the daddy house.
Oh.
You said what?
Kids, by the way, so just pay me no attention.
What did you say, Shannon?
I'm saying that's tough. I guess it depends on why they don't like the kid or why they don't like him. How old are the children that we're talking about? I don't know. It's a lot of factors in it. But if they don't feel safe or comfortable, like it's something like that, then he got to go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So say, for instance, they were teenagers, 15, 16 years old.
They got about 3 more years out anyway.
She like, my man not going nowhere. Them kids is out of here.
Y'all gonna leave me?
Start packing.
I'm kind of on the side of Shanna, because I think that my kids, for them not to like someone, there has to be a really good reason for them not to like them. Like, because they're not the type of kids that just be like, I don't want nobody talking to my mom. They're not those kind of boys, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it would be like, there's something up that they're not, you know, that they don't feel comfortable. Something's wrong, you know? Because typically, I mean, I don't introduce my kids to people like that anyways, but they have met one person that I was dating. And they liked him. So I'm like, well, I ain't dating him no more. But for them not to like someone, like they would really have to be some red flags that I'm clearly ignoring. So more than likely, I probably don't need to be talking to that person anyways. So I think it also depends on, you know, if you know your kids. Some kids are just like, I don't want you talking to nobody, you know, and I just don't have those type of kids. So I think it would have to be something really wrong with that person for them not to. Yeah.
My son did like my ex initially until he started kind of playing a more father role. Like once we got serious and we were living together, he started trying to discipline him. And he's like, wait a minute. Like, I changed my mind. Hold on. So it's like, I guess it depends on what the situation is. But upon you just met him and you're like, nah, that he ain't it, then I would definitely take heed to what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you,
Me,
Stacey? Oh,
yeah, my kids, you know, they're a little bit older. My youngest one is 11 and the oldest one is 23. So, and the middle one is about to be 16 next month. So, I mean, I'm like Aries, like I don't have those kind of kids. Even my only son, he's a grown one. They've never given me issues, but I've also never brought anybody home. There's been like one in particular they really like they like when I go out on dates with this one guy. Love him. They love him. So I mean, I've had that experience, but my kids are pretty like easygoing kids. So I mean, if they didn't like you, if they voiced that they didn't like you, then something wrong with you for real.
Yeah, because like my ex-husband has I have a bonus daughter that's 24, and my ex is about to get married in May, right? But we've been divorced for like 10 years. But after we divorced, she is like, ain't nobody you, right? Like, so she's already have a preference for me. So anybody that he would have, you know, try to even bring it, she's like, who is this? No, you're not Aries, you know, which I'm like, they're not gonna be, babe, but you gotta still be nice. Like, I even have to talk her off the ledge a little bit, like, she's cool, like, let's open up a little bit. I'm like, and you're grown, he really don't have to have your approval, you know what I'm saying? But you know, let's just be open-minded. So far, she has not done anything, you know, whatever. So it's like just trying to, again, to the point of like, depending on the type of kid and the situation, like, you know, thinking that.
I wouldn't like it if my man's kid didn't like me. I haven't experienced
I was about to say that.
Yeah, I would feel because I don't have kids. So I think everything that you guys said is great. Like some kids are like, I don't want nobody dating my mom. You got to know your kid, so it's just a hard question for me to answer, especially without kids. But I'm thinking that, you know, I have dated men with kids, and I wouldn't really like it if they didn't like me. I wouldn't feel comfortable. It would just be a very weird situation. I feel like if we're serious or headed towards something serious, that the kid would deserve to like me. So I'd either want them to figure out and resolve, and after they talk to the kid, if there's something that, I don't know, at some point we could sit down or that I could do to make it better, cool. But if it's not, I just don't feel like that kind of static would be something I'd want to enter into.
I'm more concerned about the age of the kid and the baby mama drama. That's my thing. Is you got is the reason why the kid don't like me because the mama's talking, you know, every day.
Much.
We need to get that. I'm not walking into that. I'm not doing any of that. I need to make sure y'all are all good. Everybody's straight. And I'm not walking into no drama because that's a deal breaker.
If he's bashing the mom and all that, it's a no for me. Because I'm like, what's this about? Why are you talking negatively about your child or children's mother? Like, there must be some unresolved issues. You need to work that out before you start dating anybody.
Yes.
Yeah, if anything, it's more the mother that makes it tough. And the kids are easy.
Yeah.
In my
Because
experience.
Feelings kind of change. Like, you might have said something like, I don't like you. And you see them the next time and they like happy to see you, especially if they're young.
Because with that same bonus daughter that I'm talking about, her mom was terrible. When we first got married, well, he had said that they were cool before we got married, made me believe everything was all good. Like literally, as soon as we got married, it was crazy. But me and the daughter was always cool. Like I never had problems with the little girl. Her mama was the problem. And for 3 years, it was we were dealing with that, for a while. And then eventually I had to check her and then everything turned around and to like now, obviously me and her are cool. Like the mom, it took a minute to like get that relationship together, but eventually she came around. But it wasn't the child, it was the mom, so that created a lot of conflict over time. But eventually it turned around, but still that was too stressful. Like I would never sign up for nothing like that ever again.
That's why I'm afraid to date men with kids again. Like I don't think it's
I'm hoping to find a man without kids.
I just can't. I can't do it.
It's a lot, no matter who you are, how you show up. And I know for damn sure I'm not getting married if I have not met the woman. And we have to be cool. We don't have to be besties. It's not a bestie thing, but we got to be cool because I plan on having a child. They got to be together. Like it needs to be copacetic, and he needs to be doing his part too. Because I'm not checking nobody's baby mama. I'm not surprised we're married now. She popping out. We're not doing none of this. I need to know everything before I do that.
Yeah, I definitely did a Ready to Love thing where she came to my house, like we met, you come talk to, like we talked, and whatever questions you got for me, you got some questions for me, you want to ask? She didn't ask any, which I was like, she should have asked. But
yeah, you could be around her kid.
My thing was like, I don't care about him like that. Like I care about these right here. These boys right here, that's my concern. As long as you good to them, I don't give a damn about nothing else going on over there. As long as y'all are not doing unhealthy things in front of my kid and they're being treated, I don't care nothing about it. That's like a brother to me at this point. Like I felt like I was talking to my nephew and his new girlfriend or something. Like it was nothing. There ain't nothing there. You just need to know this ain't the baby mama house that he be coming back and forth. He barely come in this house. Okay, that's like we cool. Yeah, ain't no spending the night for Christmas and all that.
My ex, I feel like the mom had an issue though, and I think it was because of things he told her. And then his family would still invite me to family gatherings and stuff. So I'm like, I'm just bringing the kids over, and you looking at me sideways, like I'm in the kitchen talking to the mom. I can't help it. I got a relationship with the mom. I don't want that man. But I'm like, look, I'm here. I'll talk to you. Take my number.
Well, I had a talk with my kids. I was like, listen, mommy and daddy, whatever. So if daddy gets a girlfriend or something, I'm expecting you to be respectful because it's going to make me look bad. Like I think that it's important for the mother and the father to have those separate conversations with the kids. Like I wouldn't even know my ex if he came and sit in front of me. That's the last time I spoke to him. That's how long it's been. So I wouldn't even know if he came right here. Hey, we ain't even exes no more, child. But
it never happened.
I feel like he can't be over there saying nothing crazy because I'm the most low impact ex-wife ever. Because I really don't care. But my children gonna be respectful.
Right.
They're old enough, like I don't have to worry about somebody trying to mess with their hair. That's like the moms. That's like when the moms beef with the new girl trying to combing hair and stuff. That's the issue. So.
How do you feel with daughters? I never had, my daughter's still young. So my son only met, my ex. But I'm like, now I'm thinking about dating again or whenever I decide to date again with a daughter. So I'm like, I don't know. Now I feel completely differently. Like now I don't even want you around at all. Like because now I got a girl in the house. Like
Yeah.
that makes me more nervous.
Me too, child. Cause I know Sadora, honey. Cause Sadora, she 11 going on 11. I remember it with my situation. I remember when like they first met. I was like, so like, how you like him? She was like, it's still too soon. I will see. Time will tell. Couple times, 2 weeks later, we might all hang out. I'd be like, so what you think? She like, it's still too soon. She said, Mom, you can't make me like him. I was like, oh, you're 11 years old. I said, I was just asking a question.
That
But
is
she
so
doesn't.
funny.
Let's
Then
hope she keeps that same energy
in her life.
Please.
Facts.
But
Because
I would say with boy, well, I had the conversation obviously before going on the show, like even before the show was a thing. Like, you know, what do you think about me dating? And, and my youngest one is very just much like, do you like the person? Are they treating you nice? Like, that's what he cares about, right? Like, that's the main thing. Like, do you like? Are you happy? Does this person, you know? So they're very much want me to be happy, and what I get from them now is like, I don't like nobody. Like they basically feel like you don't like nobody. Nobody's good enough. You want somebody. You want somebody to be perfect. You want the dude to be perfect. This is my son's telling me. You want the dude to be perfect. I'm like, no. But if I brought a raggedy tail dude up in here, y'all gonna be looking at me like, Mom. What the hell? So I'm particular. You know.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you do have to communicate with the kids. I know I communicate. I talk to Sadora about everything because I always said, like, I wish like I had that growing up. You know what I mean? And it's like I didn't. I didn't have anybody to talk to me. I always say when I do public speaking, I wish I had a me growing up. You know, and I do. I try to teach her those things. And I'm in when she talks like that. When she talked like that to me, it made me so proud that she thought like that, you know. And I was like, oh gosh, she's on the right track. So.
Yeah, you're doing a good job.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. This was such a great conversation. That's question number 4. So yeah, so we pretty much wrapping it up. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you queens so much for joining me tonight. You guys know we do an intro and then we do an extra. So we're going to go ahead and go around the room. I want you guys to tell everybody who you are in case they missed it in the beginning. Let them know where they can find you on your socials. If you have any websites, any podcasts, any YouTube, anything that you would like to share, of course, let them know. Like that's what I was saying, where they might have seen your face from, all your socials. And yeah, that's it. We're going to go ahead. We're going to start with Aries.
Well, all my info is on the screen. I was on Ready to Love Dallas season 8. I also do have a podcast called Bold Black Girls that you can follow and subscribe to here on YouTube. And you'll see some new episodes in the next month or so. And my Instagram handle is also AriesWW. So you can follow me there as well.
Katarina?
I'm Katarina, or just Kat, from Ready to Love Dallas season 8. My Instagram is at Island Barbie Doll, and that's all I have right now.
Aren't you doing the shots, the vitamins?
I'm doing that too, but I'm on a digital break, to be honest with you.
I get it.
I really pop back on just to get on here, and I'm gonna pop right back off Instagram. I am just in a space of peace.
I feel you, Jamie.
Definitely feel that, girl. I am Jamie Alexander. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Jamie Alexander. If you are interested in discussing life topics, I am a life coach, and I created my own method called the Sassy Method, and I can be found on Sassy Method on Instagram and on TikTok. And in my links and bios, I have a masterclass, a monthly masterclass. If you don't have time to invest or the money to invest in one-on-one coaching, I do have a monthly masterclass. It's intuitive. It's really good. And I also have merch. So Honey Lips by Sassy is a reminder to speak sweet over your life. I have hoodies, tees, and a journal.
I love it.
Shayna?
Definitely subscribe. You'll probably see me here on YouTube. I do reviews on especially reality shows like Ready to Love on Friday. Don't forget to check out Sabrina's panel. Shameless plug. But sort of subscribe to my channel. It's just how you see it there, Shayna_MCD.
Stacy B.
I'm Stacy_B with 3 E's. Ready to Love Houston. I mean, I know y'all miss the normal people of Texas.
You know what, Stacy?
I'm just playing. Cat and Aries. I'm just playing. Yeah, but I just had to click to remember what my YouTube channel is called. It's called All Up in the Bees. And Sabrina, oh my gosh, because I had to log in from my camera, my phone, because my internet was acting crazy on this Mac. I think I got a virus or something. So I just realized how I could stream it to my channel from the phone like a dummy at the 11th hour. Next time.
Yes, definitely. Make sure you put anytime you put your face on this screen on YouTube. I don't care who channel you on. If it's your channel, make sure it is, well, of course, your channel, but make sure if you're on someone else's, stream it to your channel. This is your content as well. So definitely.
I'm trying to get that content together. Y'all, any advice, hope y'all can give me, because I have so much. My life is so fun and just crazy. I need to stop being afraid and put it out there.
Definitely.
Yeah, I just say if you're having
felt
fun,
that.
and if you're having fun. So yeah.
Oh, where'd Alexis go?
Where'd she go?
Oh, there she goes. I was like, why haven't she like, I don't want nobody to know. No, I ain't saying nothing. Alexis.
My name is Alexis Grace Williams. I'm from Married at First Sight, season 15. I am on not my own platform, Lord. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Alexis Grace W. I'm actually working on a project with my ex-husband right now called X Cam. It is on my YouTube channel. We discuss our growth. The show.
Oh, wow.
Only on episode 2. So follow me on YouTube for that. I'm also a mental health counselor and a life coach as well. So
okay, I'm sorry. I need
I got questions too.
Yeah, I was about to say we got questions. We can't let you go just yet. Just
slide past that.
Kat, what is your question first?
Is this the ex from the show that you married?
Yes, girl.
I love the growth.
So he has Klinefelter syndrome, and he's had like a lot of growth over the year and a half, and I have as well. So we just came back together and we're recapping all the episodes and talking about like what we do differently, where we're at now. Really just hashing out arguments that we had on the show, things that stirred us wrong on the show, background details and everything. So
is that Bay? That's new Bay or no?
No, that's my ex-husband. That's
okay. I didn't know we brought him. We spun the block.
Right?
We are not spinning the block in 2024.
I was just asking.
Don't let Ashanti and Nelly hear that.
But I don't feel like that's spinning the block.
Baby, she spent the continent and came back. She spent.
Yeah, she spun the block.
She needs some new tires.
Spinning the block means don't come back in the same car you left me in. That's how I see it. I think every once in a while somebody has some growth that's worth checking out again. A second look. But
that growth has to be
it's a no for me.
Well, I mean, I've never had a redo. Kat, I've never had a redo. I don't believe in spinning the block because I feel like that. But I'm like, the older I get, I'm like, do I need to go look back? Take a look back.
Turn you to a pillar of salt, girl. Don't do it.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So real quick before we leave, we got to go back because I am a fan of Alexis. Okay, that's I stalked her on Instagram a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I got to have you. I need to talk to you. Literally, that's how we met. I interviewed her. So people need to know, because she's like, no, I don't want to talk about it, Sabrina. I see it all over your face. So let the people know,
it's fine.
let the people know who your ex was on the show, and again, where they can go to watch. Because I'm intrigued. I'm interested.
So my ex was Justin Hall.
He was the real tall guy.
6'8". He's 6'8". Pretty skinny. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say.
And which season?
What'd you say?
Married at First Sight, which season?
15. It's on Hulu. It's on Hulu now. So if you want to watch the show and kind of get a background detail on where to watch the show, make sure you come back to YouTube to my channel, Alexis Grace W. And that's where we'll have the XCam. We're actually posting another episode tomorrow, and we just recap the episodes. So
okay, that's so amazing. I'm
that's
so
cute.
excited for you.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's San Diego season, right?
yeah, San Diego.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you so much, Queens. I appreciate you for taking this time out tonight to be here with me and my soulmates, and of course on y'all's channels as well. Please make sure you hit the like button on all of our channels. Make sure you hit the like button on Jamie's channel. Make sure you hit the like button on Shayna's channel. And if you are new here, shout out to you guys, and make sure you subscribe. Go and subscribe on everybody's channel. Follow everybody on their social media. Make sure you follow their podcast. Follow them on Instagram. We all support one another here, and we all support you guys too. Thank you so much. We love you, and I'll see you tomorrow night for the King's panel. Have a good night. Bye.